And we're back to learning Photoshop. In here, let me show the basics of the clone stamp tool. In the last video, I've shown you the healing brush. You can use it, for example, to remove objects from images. Let me press Ctrl J here to copy the original, and we want to remove it on the image above our copy. Here was the healing brush tool. J was the short key for this toolbox. If you can't see the healing brush tool, just right click on this box and then select it. Go to size of around 200. Then we hold Alt, left click to create a reference point here on the sand. And then we want to replace these umbrellas right here. And you can see this doesn't really work that well. And that's because the healing brush tool always takes the reference point and then tries to blend it with what you want to replace. So it's a little bit of a blur effect involved. And for these extreme cases where you want to replace something that has high contrast, this is not the tool to use. Instead, you want to use the clone stamp tool. Let me make the 200 as well. And I increase the hardness to 100%. And we do it again. So hold Alt, left click on a reference point here on the sand. And then I left click over the umbrella. And now this gets fully replaced without any blur and without any attempt at mixing what was there with the reference point. And this gives you better results. And in some cases, even here, if you want to create more like a seamless transition, the healing brush tool isn't the best tool. And it makes much more sense to use the clone stamp tool. For best results, you want to obviously mix these two, especially when you do skin retouching and stuff like that. But here in this case, I would completely stick to the clone stamp tool because of the contrast between these umbrellas and the beach, the sand below. It's very high, and therefore you won't get good results with any of the blending effects. Let's do it again for the other two. So always hold Alt, left click to create a reference point, then release Alt, and then left click over the umbrella, and it's going to get replaced. And with this method, we can even get these stripes right here. Maybe someone pulled a stroller or something like that over the beach. And you can see how well that works with the clone stamp tool. We get a good transition, way better results than the healing brush tool. One more umbrella. And now we're good here. So if you wouldn't know that there were umbrellas, you wouldn't notice that something is missing now in our remove image layer. Short key for the clone stamp tool is S. You can find it right here. And these are the basics of using it. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.